Hey guys, Sarah here with Sarah's Jewelry Studio, and today I am coming into you with the December Bargain Bead Box subscription, and I am about a week behind because when I got my package in the mail, it was damaged. So I am going to show you. So this was the envelope, and you know what, I got it on the 10th, and then I went to open it on the 11th, and when I pulled out the tissue paper, I was like, something is weird. Well, when I got it, I only looked at the front, and then when I pulled that out, I was like, let me look. So yeah, look at the back of my package, you guys. Can you see this? So I'm guessing that it got stuck in one of their machines. So you can see all the damage on there. So what happened was it chewed up everything inside. Well, not everything. So like this was my tissue paper. And when I pulled that out, I was like, that's not how it's supposed to be. So then I looked at my mesh bag and I was like, well, that's not a good sign. So as you can see, there's a big old hole in the bottom of it here. So a good bit of my products were damaged. So I emailed Bargain Bead Box, and they were like, you know, we're so sorry to hear about that, and we're going to mail you out one first thing in the morning. Well, I did get it maybe like 5 or 6 days later. As you can tell, my voice is a little messed up, so I was sick at the time anyway. So it actually happened to work out with good timing because my voice was terrible. This is actually way better than it was. So, anyway, so I waited a few more days since I got it so that way I could have a much better voice. So here I am. So we're going to go over that, and then I'm going to show you everything I got. You know, I'm sure everybody's probably already seen all the other unboxings already, but it's okay. I'm still going to do mine. Because at the end, I'm going to show you my damaged pieces so you can see, you know, exactly what one of those post office conveyor belts can do. So, because I was pretty amazed. So, we're going to see that at the end. So, make sure you stay tuned. Alright guys, here we go. So we're going to get into this. So as you can see, my envelope, my replacement envelope, came in perfect condition as it should. And my bag was actually wrapped with additional tissue paper, which I thought was a really nice touch since they knew that they were sending it out again because the first one was damaged. So as you can tell, this is a lot more tissue paper on there than they normally put on there. It's a double layer. So there's our package and my organza bag that is not damaged. Move that off to the side, and then we have paper right here. So this month's collection is called Merry and Bright, and this collection features festive holiday accents coupled with timeless turquoise to move into the new year. So we're going to have 5 teardrop focals, a 7-inch strand of faceted rondelles, a variety of turquoise, agate pebbles, glass accents, and a pewter focal, perfect for creating either a statement necklace or a handmade ornament. I haven't decided which way I'm going to go yet, but I'm excited for that. So, so that's what we have. We have 17 items here for a total of $62, and I paid $17.95 for that, so it's a really great deal. Free shipping in the United States. So if you're thinking about getting this box, I highly recommend it. It's great for stringers, bead stringers, not so much for bead weavers because it doesn't come with any seed beads or anything like that, and it does come with some findings. So here we go. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and get these organized real quick, and then we will get started going through these. Alright guys, so we're going to get started here. We have 17 things to go through. All of the metals on here, they either say whether they are lead-free, nickel-free, or cadmium-free. There are only 3 that are not cadmium-free. Everything else is both lead-free and nickel-free, and that is the lacy bead caps, the focal ornament chandelier, and the jewelry chain. Those are the only 3 things that are not cadmium-free. Everything else is all 3. So, there we go. Alright, so we're going to get started here. So number 1 is a 16-inch strand of 8mm man-made turquoise round beads. So what I learned from watching other YouTubers doing their unboxings of this bargain bead box is that man-made turquoise generally means that it is howlite that has been dyed. Howlite is a natural stone. So when it says man-made, it doesn't mean that the bead itself is man-made. It is an actual stone. It's howlite, but it has been dyed to be a turquoise color. So howlite actually does have these, the veining in there. So basically the white part of the stone has been dyed blue. So there you go. So there's that. It's a 16-inch strand. Those are 8mm. It's my favorite size to use is 8mm. Okay, so next we have a 7.5-inch strand of Xinjiang turquoise faceted rondelle beads. So they have a nice shine to them. They're a nice blue-green color. I love turquoise. I love all blues and purples, honestly, but these are really pretty. I love those colors. So there's those. So as you can see, this being the man-made turquoise and this being the Xinjiang turquoise, which basically means Chinese turquoise. You can see they're two different colors. So up next we have 40 pieces of 7mm lacy bead caps. So you can see the little ridges on there. That's a little lace edges around there. So there's those, and that's 40 pieces of those. So that's really nice. And then we have 3 sets of 20 by 22mm swirl patterned toggle clasps. So we have 3 of those. So those are nice, pretty design. They almost remind me of like a tribal. That's what it made me think of. But I can also see, you know, how it could kind of look like a wreath for Christmassy. So there's those 3 sets of those. Then we have 20 pieces of 7 by 5mm fancy bicone spacer beads. Now, when I was seeing everyone else's unboxings, what was bothering me was that they called these bicones. And to me, a bicone is a little crystal, and it's, you know, got that specific edge around the middle, and, you know, it goes out to a cone shape. So it bothered me that it was called these. Now, if you look at these, you can see they do have a ridge around the middle. So I guess I can give them that, but the edges still don't really seem cone shaped to me. They're more rounded, so not something I would think of if you told me it was a bicone. So there's that. It's more like a bi-mound. Alright, so that was number 5. Number 6, here is our 61 by 58mm round poinsettia focal ornament chandelier. So that is a big piece, and you can see it has the holes down here, which is why they call it a chandelier, because you can hang things from there. Now it does have, you know, holes all around, so you can hang stuff wherever you want, but that's what makes it called a chandelier, is having those holes there. So you can see these are, you have these flat spots all over here, and you can see the back. It is only one-sided, so the back is just kind of flat. So there's that. And it does have where you can hang it from up here. So there's that. Okay, so number 7 is 7 pieces, which I think is odd that it's 7, which is an odd number. 7 pieces of 19.5 by 15mm snowflake charms. So there's these. And all of the metals in this box are going to be bronze. I usually try to stick with one color theme for all the metals in these boxes. So I like those. I think they're really pretty. So there's those. Alright, so next, number 8 is 2 pieces of 29 by 25mm filigree wreath pendants. So you can see they have pretty flowers in here and leaves. We got 2 of them. The back is just flat. They're not two-sided. So you can make a nice pair of earrings or a couple of necklace pendants, however you want to do those. So there's those. Alright, so number 9, we have 6 pieces of 22.5 by 16mm snowflake round links. These are also only one-sided. can see the snowflakes in there. Really cute, and they're connectors, so they have holes on either side. I think those are really pretty. I'm excited to use those. I have some ideas of how I want to use those. Alright, so this is the one that I like the best so far out of this box, I think. And it's a 7.5 inch strand of 6x4mm glass top drilled rondelle beads in Hollyberry Red. So you can see that they're kind of like drops. They have, you know, a fatter bottom and a skinnier top where the hole goes through. The holes actually goes through the top of the bead. So there's a top and a bottom to these beads. And honestly, I was trying to figure out some way to bunch these together. That's what I was thinking about anyway. But I haven't quite figured that out in my brain, so that may or may not actually work, but I was just thinking, you know, like a little bunch of berries somehow. So we're gonna play around with something and see what we can figure out on that. So there's those. And that was another 7.5 inch strand. Alright, so the next one, number 11, 5 pieces of approximately 31 by 10mm Xinjiang turquoise teardrop pendants. There we go. So I kind of have 2 that kind of look similar, 2 that kind of look similar, and then this guy kind of looks different. So I like those. I think they're really pretty. I love the coloring on the back of this one. That's so pretty there. Honestly, these kind of remind me of like an old school bathroom countertop for some reason. That's what made me think of when I saw those. But they're really pretty, especially when you get them with some other beads. And then these they're actually tube beads. They're like glass tube beads that are separating these. So those can also be used somehow. They're not the prettiest, but they are beads. They could be used. So not sure if I'll use them, but they are glass. And I knew that from my broken box. So there's those. Alright, number 12 is a 15 inch strand of 6mm frosted glass round beads in electric coral. So very bright color. I like it though. It's kind of a matte frosted finish. You can see the cord going through the middle there. I think they're really pretty. I like the bright color. This box is called Bright and Merry, so that is definitely bright. They are hitting the nail on that one. Alright, so number 13 is 4 pieces of 13mm cut glass crystal star beads in metallic green iris. These are really pretty. It's a very, very muted green. I barely get a hint of green out of these. To me, they're more of like a gray, kind of topaz, weird color. But they are faceted, so they're very shiny, as you can see. As I move them around, you can see all the facets lighting up there with the light. Very pretty. And you got 4 of them, so that's a good amount. Alright, number 14, 7.5 inch strand of approximately 6 to 12mm tumbled agate pebble beads in evergreen. So I like these little beads. I think they're cute. I like that there's a good color variation. You have some dark ones, you have some light ones. This guy, look at this one. This one is really cool to me. You see that? There's little lines in there. That one's cute. I like that one. Alright, so there's those. Alright, number 15 is 2 pieces of 24mm lampwork glass crystal tree beads. So those are really cute. And I have an idea to use these in a necklace. I'm not sure that it's going to work out, but that's my idea. So there's those. Then we have number 16 is 1 meter of 5mm oval seal jewelry chain. So again, we have this bronze color here. It's a nice big link chain, so nice hefty size. So last month in the November box we had a thinner chain, so when I wanted to make a heftier looking necklace, I doubled it up. On this one, I would definitely not have to do that. It's a nice big thick chain there. So there's that. And then last, we have an 8-inch Chinese crystal 8x6mm rondelle beads in matte lime shimmer. So I like that. You can see it has the green and it has the silver sparkle on there. Really pretty. So the green is matte, so that does not sparkle even though it's faceted. So you can see when I move it around, it doesn't sparkle. But then you have this shimmery side. It's not really glossy, but it does give a little bit of light reflection on there. Just a little bit though. So it's not super sparkly. Alright. But I do think that the colors go well together. I think this looks really nice with the holly berry. I think it looks nice with the trees. And then I think with the matte frosting on there, it looks really good with the agate beads. So I think they go well with a lot of these things on here. Alright, so that was everything of what I got that was not damaged. So I'm going to show you, actually there's a couple of things I want to show you. I want to show you my damaged stuff, but I'm going to save that for last. What I want to show you is how the system that I came up with for storing my stuff while I figure out how I'm going to work on it. So what I've done here is I've taken a box like this, right? And what I've done is, see the little numbers that come on the bag? I tape them into each one of these. So that way, once I'm done with a bag, a Bargain Bee box, then I just, you know, once I've used everything, then I can just reuse this box for the next month. And then what I do is I just keep my identification key, I just keep that right inside of the box. And then that way when I'm going to work with things, then I know what's in there and I just look through and, you know, see what I'm working with. So that's what I've done here. So these items are all the undamaged items that I have from my my initial package. So I asked them if they wanted me to send them back. They said no, go ahead and keep them. So I do have some extra supplies this month, which I'm pretty excited about. So I'm going to try and make stuff only with the first amount, just that way if you guys want to, you know, make something that I'm not using more of what was originally sent out. But I do have some extra supplies here. So I'm pretty excited for that. Alright, so that's how I'm storing my items, just so you see that. So now what I want to show you is the damaged stuff. Alright, so move this over here. So the thing that I thought was the craziest was the big ornament charm pendant. Look at this, you guys. Look at how bent up that is. So that's what I was saying. I'm guessing it had to be like on some sort of a conveyor belt or something like that, and it got jammed in there. Jammed in some kind of, to be able to bend metal like this. And this is not some cheap flimsy metal. Look at how much that bend is. It's really bent up. So there's that. And then all my, well, except for one, my Xinjiang teardrops. Look at them all. They're all broken in half. I was so sad. Such a waste of good stones. So if you're wondering what the inside of them looks like, there you go. So they do have some veining that goes all the way through. I'll give you an in-depth look at your stones now. There we go, there's more of them. So you can see what the insides look like. On Instagram, I follow this one opal mining channel, and they show some really cool videos of opening up the opals, of how they get down into you know, to the actual opal part of the stone, and that's really cool to watch. So this was really cool to be able to see the inside of the stones and see how they look. So I thought that was cool. Alright, so those were the most, you know, damaged looking things. And then I have a couple of snowflake charms. You can see where the loop on this one is broken. This one's all dented up. You can see it's totally misshapen. So there was those. And then all of the snowflake beads, all the charms, they're they're all bent and wavy. And then there was one that, yeah, you can see like one of the snowflake like star points is broken off. So it was definitely jammed in there really good. You can see that one's definitely all bent out. And then a couple of my stars here are completely broken off. So you can see this one's got a chip on there. This one is like completely broken into pieces. I mean, there's barely anything left of that one. And then on this part of the toggle bar, you can see where it's bent here, and it's got like I don't know if you can see that. It's hard to see on there, but there's like a part where it like shaved off part of the metal right on the loop. So there's that one. And then some of my orange beads broke. I threw them away before I thought about it to save them to show you guys. So just because I didn't want to cut myself or anything. But these are other ones that are just where you can see some of the coating had been scraped off. I'm not sure if you can really see that too well. Alright, well anyway, so some of the coating on those was scraped off. So I think that was everything. That was all my damaged stuff. So here you go if you want to see it all together. So this was the amount of stuff that came damaged in my package. Oh, and this is what I was telling you about that I could tell it was a glass tube bead, because there's a nice broken off piece of one. Alright, so there we go. So that was my bargain bead box for December. So there's all my broken stuff, all my damaged stuff. And then this is how I'm storing everything. So I'm going to go ahead and load all of these things right into my box here. Actually, I don't want to do that because I want to use the quantities before when I'm making stuff. I forgot I was going to do that. So I'm going to put these in a separate box for now until I make all my stuff, and then I'll combine, you know, anything left over and make some more stuff out of that. So I'm going to get cracking because my month is very much shortened this month. So to get some finished jewelry pieces going, and Christmas is right around the corner. So I'm going to make some of this stuff up, and I'm going to come back soon with a finished jewelry update. So thanks for tuning in, and have a great night.